Hello, everybody. Welcome to the hole. All right, community members, if you are ready, we are going to do another building server. So this time around, we are going to be hobbits. That means everybody that joins the server is encouraged to build specifically within this cave. We did quite a bit of searching for just the right cave. I am a big fan of the new cave generation, not necessarily so much for the caving aspect as much as just the beauty aspect. I think the caves have become some of the best terrain generation in the game now, and the variety and just awe-inspiring spaces that you get within this is really nice, and I can't wait to do a full server build within this space. So there's a lot of different kinds of areas that you can get now, including lush caves and different biomes, amethyst geodes, tons of different things. Some that have like big spanning mine shafts, some that have deep dark, some that have trial chambers. There's a ton of variety. For this time around, what we have gone for is a space that is large enough that everybody can have some elbow room, but small enough that it can feel like a community, and it has multiple layers. So when you approach the hole from the top, you're kind of greeted with this first area, which I think will likely be kind of the, community initial build area. But then as you approach it's not called deep dark, is it? No, it's just called the deep slate. The deep slate area, it opens up into an even larger but very similar themed cave area. And I think this should give us plenty of room to all live comfortably within the cave and, in theory, build it out to one big, just community village. And I think it's going to be really interesting to watch this space transform from a lifeless looking cave into a fully functioning and hopefully sprawling community village. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I already have tons of ideas, and I think a lot of community members have already pretty much plotted out what they want to do. One of the initial things that I really liked about this area is the columns, the way the columns are so consistent throughout the whole space. I think it would be really neat if we can do some kind of walkways linking them together, and if the paths kind of lived up in the air a little bit. Not to say that you couldn't build on the floor, but I think it would be neat to tie the columns into the whole build and the whole just community. If you want to join the server, all you need to be is either a Twitch sub or a patron and join our Discord server, and from there you can join the whitelist to be on the server. The server is going to be up 24/7. This is not going to be like our UHC servers where it's only on when I'm streaming. You're welcome to be on here as much or as little as you like. And I can't wait to see what everybody has to build. Obviously, land claims and things like that, not going to work within this kind of space. So we're just going to be on the honor system of be cool, sign what you want to build, sign your builds, and I don't know, just be courteous to each other and understanding that sometimes you're probably gonna get your build cramped by somebody else's, and that's kind of the whole point. We want to fill out the entire space. We want this place to just completely transform. My plan is to do weekly video updates where once a week I will pop on here for video and tour the changes of the cave, and we can hopefully see the transformation from lifeless to a living, breathing community village. If you want consistency, I am using the complementary shaders for Minecraft, and that's what I will be using for all of my building and video updates. As far as plans for me, there is only a few water sources coming down into here. There is obviously the waterfall that comes in pretty much from the entrance, and that is where we have the path leading up to. So there's not a ton of waterfalls. Some of these are just full of water. And my plan is to try to do some aqueducting and push water around into some farming areas. That's my initial idea, to bring some life to the area. But you are welcome to do whatever it is you please. Dravir has set up this server for us, worked very, very tirelessly on it, and has a very stout server setup. So if you wanted to make farms, if you want to do large elaborate builds or anything like that, please feel free. Like I said, just be courteous to those that want to build. But there is so much space here that I think there should be enough room for everybody to do whatever they want. This continues to go further back under here too. So if you want to go as far as this, if you want to go and build your little hobbit hole within a hobbit hole over here, feel free. We had a little bit of a debate if we wanted to start this server out doing like an abbot caving where we all kind of went through here and almost like pillaged all of the ores to begin with. And the decision was not to do that. I am not saying that you can't come in here and clear anything out. You can't get the ores, but I guess there's going to be at least some desire to preserve some of the natural terrain of the cave. So keep that in mind if you just wanted to, try to stay on par with the theme that we're going for here. But I'm not going to come in here and police what you're mining, what you're clearing out, and what you're building. So that is the introduction to the hole. I hope you'll join us and either take part in or watch the transformation. Yeet. Oh, I made it. I fully expected not to make it there. It's a good omen. It's a good omen. It's going to be great. We're gonna have a good time here. If you're wondering, no, I have it on peaceful right now, but it's going to be regular survival. Any other little details? We've got a couple quality of life mods on the server, just stuff for, general server kindness, but generally this is a vanilla experience. Hi, me again. I went on Discord just to see if anybody had any questions and said I would cover them in the video. So question number 1 was, when does it start? This Friday. This Friday, normal stream time, so right around 1 p.m. Eastern. Assumed level of cheatiness, knowing the seed is known. Yes, the seed is a known thing because we were looking for seeds publicly on stream, so in theory somebody could know exactly where everything is. They could punch it into the order searching algorithm, whatever it is. You know what? It's a creative building server played in survival, so if that's how you want to play, then I think I'm not really going to care for this situation. If you want to play just regular vanilla, then have at it. That's what I'm going to be doing. List of mods required. There won't be anything you need. The server will have some mods on it. They're just very slight gameplay things. Nothing that's going to really affect you and your play of the game. Just things that'll make it a little easier, like sleeping or finding certain like clay and concrete, things like that. I think actually we didn't even go for that. So it's pretty much vanilla there. The server will be open all day long. The basic rules, it'll be normal difficulty, regular survival. The gameplay style is building. Yes, building survival. And let's see, what part of the caves should be saved for conservation? That's going to be a public thing. I would say the number one thing is don't build on the surface around the hole. I want from the surface it to look pretty much vanilla. There's a village just to the side of the hole opening. I would say anywhere in that area, unless we decide to do something later on. Initially, let's keep that pretty much as it stands. Maybe in the future we'll decide, hey, what would look cool is something that includes that area, but for now, let's focus on everything underground. If you want to have an above ground base away from that, have at it. That doesn't bother me. That won't affect us at all. What can we do on the surface as far as building? Yeah, like I said, you can do whatever you want up there. Explain the use of ladders to get to the top, so people aren't just making several stairs to get to the top. I don't mind that having its natural ebb and flow, where people are gonna make what they think is the most convenient, and that natural kind of progression is fine to me. I like the idea that people are just gonna be making and evolutionizing that as we go. Maybe it turns into a bubble elevator. Maybe it turns into a piston elevator. Who knows? But in the beginning, yeah, it's probably just going to be a simple little ladder, and we'll go from there. How to claim your area to build? Like I said, it's going to be much more honor system. I highly recommend being on the community Minecraft thread or channel on Discord and talk it out with people. Say, hey, this is a picture of the area I want to build. Is that cool with everybody? Or as you're gathering your supplies, find an area you like, put some signs on it. Just be, kind of easygoing with that stuff, because we're all going to be cramped together. We're all going to have to work together to make space for each other. And if we bump into each other, we bump into each other. You gotta be fluid with that. You gotta work around it and see how it all develops. Anything else? Let's see. There's still people typing. It's not as easy in 3D. Yeah, because you might claim an area on the ground, but you need to go all the way to the sky. I think that's on you. You're going to have to explain that either in Discord, through signs, through, building an area. If the area above you gets filled and you had planned to build up, well, then you might just have to change your plans. You might just have to work around that. That's going to be just part of the flow of how this all goes. Anything else? This is sponsored by Diet Pepsi. Well, while people are still typing currently, if you do want to join, it is only $1 minimum to join on Patreon, or a sub. You can use your Prime sub on Twitch. Either of those will give you access if you ever have any issues getting onto Discord, because sometimes those bots are not perfect. Please feel free to reach out to me in comments, in email, wherever is easiest for you to get a hold of me. I am available in many places. Blue Sky. Don't go to Twitter because it's dead. There's one main hole, but a few entrances that lead to the main area scattered around. Yeah, if that cave ends up going to the surface in other areas, totally welcome to use that entrance or create your own entrance from there. We don't all have to use the main entrance, but that's just kind of the main grand entrance to the area. I don't know if I mentioned it, but that initial area, that's like the first level after you go through. To me, that feels like the natural place that our community center would be, like where we initially set up our stuff. But if that should change as we actually go into the server, then it changes. I'm pretty open to that stuff. Okay, that's all the questions that I see on Discord. But if you have any questions, viewer of this video, please feel free to comment below, and I will answer them there. I look forward to seeing what you all do. All right, bye for real this time. Bye-bye. Okay, bye. Bye. I gotta finish setting up my office.